I was thinking yesterday this podium was in a very enclosed space, and one has to face the entire members of the bar standing like this, look very relaxed. um, this booklet can only speak very little about all of you. And each one of us know each other over a long period, jostling in the crowd, in the bar, in the corridors, and then courtrooms, exchanging all kinds of pleasantries, all that apart. Bar Association of India gathers us in a very different level. We become part of the company of people who are wedded to the cause of justice. And in the cause of justice, all of us play roles which we devise over a period of time. Each one of us for more experience and perspectives on life and our orientations, ideologies. But then the beauty of it all is that all of us, those who are getting honored today, have done it in their own very special ways. And the honor is only a very small measure of acknowledging these special ways. I was just curious reading that Mr. Arima Sundaram studied philosophy. And I'm sure one day he will write like Dr. Radhakrishnan, the history of Indian philosophy. I'm sure he must do that. And then the course of Indian philosophy and justice today. What Indian philosophy relationship has got modern justice. I'm sure he's capable of doing that. And I hope he continues reading philosophy outside the court and sometimes inside the court also. Madhvi, I know every one of you I can talk something other very so pleasing to my heart. But then our president left me tongue-tied, and he left me hardly anything to say more important than beyond what's stated here. But what I think is when we gather on occasions like this to reiterate that, I can feel very emotionally involved in a sense. I was looking at the cover page. You look at the tall figures who conceived of an association like this, and which they probably thought as the years roll by, those of us who would come and occupy the places of leadership in this organization, and the directions which this organization will take and play in the lives of people of our country. Remarkable. And therefore every recognition is part of the story of our playing our own way, part of being partners in justice administration. So attorney by definition has to be by learning and scholarship, but I don't think I match with the definition. I must be non-discriminatory. So therefore I don't think I can pick up any one particular aspect of each one of the awardees today and say that's great. Comparison sometimes will be wrong. But I think comparison sometimes is important in the sense that from a very subjective point of view, I can say so many things about each one of you. And probably after the awards are over, on some little reflection, regarding more of their unknown part of their lives, personal, cultural, spiritual, and other parts of your life. Give me permission to write about all of you. And that will be the way I would be able to honor you. So that's good, very good. I feel humbled, I feel honored, and I feel privileged to be standing here and talking to these very extraordinarily accomplished persons. So today, I feel honored, right? And I thought that I don't think I'll spend time on talking about the dialogues and the discussions which went on yesterday and today, but I just want to recollect a few things. The Singapore Public University, the academic who was teaching there, wrote a book on Indian Penal Code more than about a decade ago. While comparing the Indian Penal Code with the English penal law and some other European penal laws, he said the Indian Penal Code is more organized. He gave very insightful information about that. So 120 and odd years we say it's all bad. maybe. But then, if you're talking about liberation of, from a colonial point of view, well, what are we doing? And I think it's important not to probably write epitaphs in the new laws before they're really born, but give them enough time that they flourish and then become part of dialogues and people's experiences before they can say, we enrich them, we nourish them, and so that they grow with us. The penal law of a country, I think, is the spinal cord of liberty in a country. If that penal cord and the spinal cord are weak, I think there are going to be problems. That's why we talk about liberty and all that. Yesterday I made that point that from a procedure code, we are now called a Suraksha Sanhita. So what a world of difference, conceptually. Therefore, I think Bar Association should play a big role in translating these new penal compendium legislations into more workable and legislations where people can feel that the laws are not alien to them. The alien element of law is the most distasteful element of a law. We have many such laws with us. So let's Bar Association work on this as much as possible and try to probably put more minds together. And finally, to recognize people coming from districts. I don't think Madras, Bombay, Bangalore, Calcutta, etc. can be the only intellectual capitals of a country. There are many parts of a country where persons who are well accomplished with great experience and insights are available to us, and we must continue to recognize them. And the way we recognize them should not be again by way of a mere one may call a lesser level of recognition. It will be recognition at a very important level. If the district bar or the taluk bar must become part of the mainstream legal fraternity as years to come by, because we are moving into a world which many of us even did not imagine a couple of years ago. Globalization, technology, all that kind of stuff. So administration of judges, all of us are marching into a world where virtually it's an unknown territory maybe a couple of years later. So I think the district bar must become part, what I call the spinal cord of a country, and we must make it part of the spinal cord of a country. Let's give more and more recognition to district bar and recognize younger talent in the district bar. There's a lot of cynicism which is setting in some quarters. We must deal with that. We must almost reach out to the cynicism and see that an association like us will be able to give solace, comfort, togetherness, and fraternity. That's what fraternity is all about. So having said all that, I'm too glad to be here once again. Let me try to shake hands and open up my hearts the way we could honor them. Please do that. Is it?